How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Foodie TV. It's Davian, and today in Chiang Mai, Thailand, I'm going to be visiting one of my favorite restaurants in the entire city. And the name of the restaurant is called Khao Soi Khun Yai. And as you can guess by the name, they're famous and known for their khao soi. They make one of the best in the city. It's my all-time favorite. I'm super excited, and it's all coming right up in this video. We are here, we have made it, and I'm going to show you guys the entrance because it can be a little hard to find. So once you get in here, it's inside a little gate, and you'll see this white building. It's inside Old Town, it's not too far. And once you walk in, it's going to be like a house or a yard or some kind of building. There's that sign, Khao Soi Khun Yai. And once you walk in, you'll see this little shed back here, and that's the restaurant. And you'll see the kitchen area over there. That's where the three aunties are preparing and making their khao soi. Usually is really busy. They're only open on Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or if they sell out before 2 p.m., they close early. So make sure you come early for the best selection. And let's go put our orders. It's usually really busy, so I'm glad. Right now it's about 11 a.m. It's not too crazy packed, but this is my absolute favorite khao soi place. I'm gonna go put my order in right now. Time to dig in. I ordered 3 bowls of khao soi. They had 3 offerings, pork, beef, and chicken, and I couldn't decide today. I've actually had all 3 before, but today I'm going to try all 3 again, just to let you guys know which one is my favorite and which one you should go for. So right here, oh, and before we start, they usually come with a side plate of pickled mustard greens, some shallots, and a slice of lime for you to top off with your khao soi. But we're gonna start off with nothing first, just to see how the broth is. And before we top it with anything extras, with any chilies, I'm gonna go with the pork first. I better start digging into this fast, otherwise it's gonna cool down. Cheers, guys. Oh, the broth is nice and rich. It's not too thick like some other khao sois I've had before, and it's just the right liquidity or viscosity to the broth. The flavor is super deep. You can taste the pork flavor in there. You can taste the coconut. And if you guys didn't know what khao soi is, it's basically a coconut curry simmered in whatever pork or whatever protein bones and meat that you end up choosing. Now on top of this whole khao soi, they also add like crispy noodles to add some layers of textures to it. But let's go ahead and dig into the noodles because I cannot wait. Just look at that, you guys. It looks so good already. I have a grab full or chopstick full of just different noodles, also with a piece of protein. So let's go. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is just so amazing. The egg noodles are perfectly cooked. They're nice and chewy. There's a nice bounce to it, and then the crispy egg noodles on top just adds a nice crunch and crispy texture to the entire dish. Oh, so good. Let's try the pork by itself. Nice and tender, but if you were to eat the piece of pork by itself, it might come off a little dry. I think this is maybe like the tenderloin or a leaner cut of meat, but it's still good. But you have to eat everything all together, combine it. All right, let's go. And guys, these portions are a little small if you're coming from the States. So one bowl, you could easily eat within a couple bites. I got a bowl full of everything, or a spoonful of everything. Oh, so good. Chase it with some mustard greens. Wow. And guys, luckily I came around 11 o'clock because it's getting super busy right now. There's a line starting to form, and I think it's almost lunchtime. That's why everyone's coming here. So good. Okay, now I'm gonna add some extra chili just to spice it up. The broth and curry itself already has a little bit of spice to it, but nothing like crazy spicy. So if you like spicy, just definitely add a little more to the bowl like I just did. So cheers, you guys. Oh, that's good. Okay. Before I finish that bowl, I'm going to move on to the beef. This bowl, I can tell the curry is just a little thicker, just slightly. But let's go ahead and try the broth, see if there's any difference. It's a little sweeter. The coconut is a little thicker. And you can taste some of the beef flavor coming through and throughout the entire broth. Same toppings, same noodles, just a different protein and a different broth. Try some of the slices of beef, right? Cheers. Oh, wow. Oh, that's super tender. Super tender. You can tell that the beef has been simmering or braised for hours because it just melts in your mouth. Super clean. Okay, now I'm gonna try everything. Cheers, guys. This is like a chopstick full and a spoonful. That's so good. Okay, I'm gonna add some lime to it, just to cut through that richness a little bit. And let's try it out. Get a nice spoonful with some broth, noodles, and some beef. Oh yeah, definitely go with the lime. It cuts through the richness of the broth and also cuts through the richness of the beef that it brings too. And just like that, guys, just a couple bites, I'm already almost done with my bowl. I think this is like 2 more bites and I'll be done with that. So, moving on to the final bowl, which is the chicken. And cannot wait. Usually the chicken is the best. You guys know the rules. Broth first. Oh yeah. The broth is nice and sweet. There's a hint of saltiness there. The coconut comes through. It's nice and deep. And then you taste the flavor of the chicken bones and the chicken throughout the entire broth. So the curry itself has a lot of different layers of flavors. Try some of the chicken by itself. Cheers, you guys. Chicken thigh, nice and tender, dark meat, so they use the good stuff, and lots of flavor. Cheers. Mustard greens. You want to chase it with the mustard greens and the fresh shallots just to give it a nice little flavor and add a texture and brightness to each bite of khao soi that you eat. This is so incredibly good. Alright, I'm going to dress it up with some more lime and we're going to take one last bite, but this time I'm going to top my spoon off with some shallots, or it might be purple onions, but I think it's shallots, mustard greens, and get one ultimate bite. Check that out, you guys. Ooh, looks so good. Cheers. That was literally the ultimate bite. You get a little bit of acidity from the lime that cuts through the richness of the broth. You get the nice deep coconut curry along with the perfectly cooked noodles and the crunchy noodles. Lots of flavors, lots of textures. Everything's just so perfect. So, oh, can't forget my longan juice. Always have to get the longan juice here, you guys. It's the best. Oh, so refreshing. They make this juice out of dry longan. So good, so refreshing. Always have it with the Khao Soi. It's a perfect combination. All right, so now we're gonna move down to the final question, or the big question is, which one do I prefer? And pork would be my third choice. Beef would be my second, and chicken would be my number one choice. And the bowl I would come back for again and again. For some reason, the chicken bowl or the chicken Khao Soi here, I don't know what they do to it, but it's just absolutely incredible. Better than anything I've ever tasted. It's probably the best Khao Soi bowl that I've ever had, and I've tried several different places, and I just keep coming back to this place. It's absolutely amazing. If you're ever in Chiang Mai, highly recommend stopping here. And remember, you guys gotta come early. They open at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they will close when they sell out. So if they sell out at 1 o'clock, they're going to close. So if you come that late, you might be out of luck. So I highly recommend coming early, because right now there's like a line and there's a lot of people waiting to be seated down. All right, I want to wrap this up. I want to finish all of this. And if you guys enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment on a recommendation on where I should go or what your favorite restaurant is. I would love to check it out, because I'm always about good food. And be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the next episode. Other than that, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next episode of the Foodie TV. Peace.